Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
San Marco is a classic lighter area control game. Now, if you watch my reviews at all, you know I'm not a biggest fan of area control or area influence games. And a lot of people say, then why do you review them? This is why. Because when you know something hits with me, you probably either know it's pretty good, or if you like the rest of the games I kind of review and enjoy, this is probably one that you might enjoy. This is a family weight, introductory, gateway type area control game. It takes the I choose, you split mechanism and combines it in like peanut butter and jelly to make a wonderful and fantastic game. So you're going to be putting cards out. I'm going to pick the different piles you want them to be in, and you're going to choose which ones you want. That entices me to kind of even things out a little bit, or to put things more in a pile that you might want with a little bit of garbage. That way I can get exactly what I want, but you might take what I want just to spite me, but I doubt you will. Now, this game really shines with 3 players. I feel like that's the magic number for this game. So if you find 2 other people and they want to play this game with you, this will definitely hit that spot. Now, this is a really fun game with very interesting decisions, but keeping things light. There's only a few actions you can do based on the cards that you choose and appear to be what you want to do. Sometimes you get stuck with things you might not want to do, or maybe don't help you as much, but that is what you chose to do as somebody else split the cards up. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful production. I'm surprised this one never got a re-release. It's been out for a while, and I could see this one coming back and being a big hit, maybe like the Dice Tower Essential line, or somebody puts out like lighter affair, family weight board games that's very, very good at it. I could see taking this game, maybe putting a new theme on it, putting a new coat of paint on it, and bringing it back out. Very minor changes would need to be made, because this is a classic board game. Excellent job. One I can easily recommend. If you missed out on this one, go back and check out this classic. San Marco is very, very good. Keeper for us. Here is San Marco, which is an older game by Alan R. Moon and Aaron Weisblum, published by Ravensburger. You can see it's a fairly long box, pretty much fits the board perfectly. The board is really just a few areas in different colors. The points are printed on here. That's fairly easy to see, the number of rounds and the round tokens and the scoring chart around it. When you open up the box, you're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And then you'll instantly notice it's kind of a semi-custom insert here, which is much bigger than the game needs to be honest. So you're going to have some markers over here and some cubes and some things in here and a little place for the cards. But really, this is really probably to fit the board or to sell games. The dice are pretty generic. The little cubes and stuff, those are remnant of the time. The bridges are plastic, and they're kind of neat, and the little cubes can sit on top of that. Then you're going to get these little cards. Most of them are just going to have the areas of the board on them. They're fairly generic and rather small. There are some action cards that have icons on them, but they don't tell you what they do on them. I wish that would have been the case, although the game is fairly simple to understand and to play. I think the components are fine, but they're definitely from this era of gaming. Here's a rule book presented in this really black and gray and white. Open it up, there's going to be plenty of different languages, and you just kind of scroll through until you find a language that you can read. And here is English for me, and probably you since you're listening to this. You're going to get a picture here of the components, but not in color. A little bit of a background of the story, although the story doesn't mean anything in this game. Object of the game and the game board. And then it's going to show you how to prepare the game and play it. And they're going to show you how to play for a 4-player game and explain all of the cards and how to score. And then there'll be rules for a 3-player game. In my estimation and gameplay experience, a 3-player game is the game and the one you should be playing. Kind of wish this would have been backwards and then they would have had extra rules for 4, but whatever. It works just fine. The rules are not very long, very easy to comprehend. But there are examples included that are italicized here. But it is not in color. It doesn't look like a modern rule book at all. To play the game, you're going to take the limit cards, which are the numbered cards, and you're going to sort them from the other cards. You're going to shuffle this up and set it down. Then you're going to shuffle the other cards that don't have the numbers on them, shuffle those up, and those will be your action cards. They will have different backs to them also. You're going to roll this die 4 times. Whatever number you roll, you're going to take
2 of your cubes and put in that place. You're going to do that 4 times. And if you happen to get the same place 4 times, then you will re-roll, and you have to be in at least 2 different divisions at that time, although I would assume that would be a rare occasion. I'm going to explain the 3-player rules because that's really how you should be playing this game. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these action cards, and you will take 4 of the limit cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can place the board aside, and what you're going to do is you're going to look at these cards, and you're going to make 3 different piles. So say you want to make something like this. Maybe you'll put something here. Maybe you put these 2 cards here. However you feel like you want to do that. So the first person is going to split them up. Then the second person in turn order will choose one of the piles. You will then do everything that it says here on your cards, and your limitless cards will go in front of you. And then the second person will take theirs, implement their action cards, put their limitless cards in front of them, and then the person who split it up will take the last set of cards, do those actions, and keep the limitless cards in front of them. So very quickly, the limitless cards, what they're going to do is when somebody has a number of 10, so let's say you had cards like this and they equal 12, which is 10 or more, the passage will end. You're going to have 3 passages that you'll be playing in the game. At that point, you would score the game. You're going to score. Whoever has the most will get 8 in this region and 6 in that one. Each one scores a little bit differently. So the cards are going to do a few different things. If it has an area like this in it, you simply can put the person and put some cubes into that area. So in this case, it says San Marco. I'd be able to put a cube in San Marco. Now, if there was a bridge leading to a different area, then I could have put it in San Marco or into a location of a bridge that I own. So whenever you build a bridge, you would put a cube on it like this. You build a bridge by choosing and implementing one of these bridge ones, and you can put a bridge with your cube out on the board. You're also going to have a Doge card, and this is going to be this little red guy. The first time you put him out, you can put him wherever you want. In future turns, one of these are placed. Then what you would do is you could put him in this region or across a bridge. If you own the bridge, it's free. If somebody else owns it, you have to pay a victory point to do so. If he's here and there are no bridges and you want to move him, it would cost 2 victory points to move him to an adjacent district. If you get a card like this, it's very simple. You pick a region, you roll the dice, 6, and you have to say I'm a yellow player. Then you have to eliminate, say I picked San Marco, I rolled a 6. I have to eliminate cubes equal to that amount, even if it includes my own. So it can be a little bit dangerous of an action if you are there. And if there are 6 or less, you could end up getting rid of all of your cubes. The last one is a transfer card. Simply means I can take one of yours off of a location and put one of mine there. Once again, you're going to play 3 passages. When somebody has the 10, you will score each of the regions. After 3 passages, whoever has the most points at the end of the game will be the winner.
Who should buy this game? Families. This is a great family weight board game. Or if you don't like the heavy stuff and you like lighter board games, this could be it for you. It's got the I split you choose. It's got the area control that's going to be on here. Very simple to teach, very simple to play. I think it plays best with 3. That's a number that I would, if you don't like this game, try it with 3. See if you don't, because I think that's the magic number with this one. You can play different counts of numbers, but I think that's really the strong suit for this one. Excellent game. You may have missed. Educate yourself and play San Marco. Keeper for us.